how you set up with the bar, where you set your hands, how you set your feet, should be the same every single time, okay? And your success with actually performing the lift starts with how much attention you pay towards even where you put your hands on the bar. All of those things are adjustable and they're different based on everybody, but you want to at least set your hands while you can see what you're doing. It seems stupid, but if I don't say anything, somebody's like, all right, cool, let's squat, what do I do? And they're way crooked on the bar. Okay. So we always set the grip first. Who squats high bar, who squats low bar? Low. Low
Hi.
Low, low, low.
Hi.
Hi. You would. You would. So I'll show you both, and then we'll see. If everybody's low bar, then I'll just coach you with what you're already comfortable with. That tends to be the stronger stance between the two because it makes it easier to get the weight down over your heels. There's a little bit more forward lean. We'll address that when everybody actually starts squatting, but I'll at least show you the two different versions. Your low bar, the bar sits across the rear delts. So it's carried right here, okay? With your high bar, the grip is typically a little bit closer. And the bar sits up onto the traps. Like this. Either way though, the upper back is completely tight. We're not relaxed like so, regardless of the position you're in. And you want to use that swinging under motion to help lock in your back when you do it. Okay? So, once we've got that set up, shoulder blades are pulled in right here. When you're coming out of the rack, I don't want you to necessarily try unracking your squat stance. This isn't a monolift. If it was, you can do that. You want to get to where you can just unrack with the hips and get into your squat stance in as few steps as possible. I can do it in 2. What you want to avoid is coming up and, okay, all right, all this shit here, to where you're screwing around with your feet and you're taking an extra 15, 20 seconds of time with weight on your back to try and find your squat stance. Make that efficient. So if you come up, back, boom, boom, you should know where you're at. You can look down and check, but you should know that by feel. It's just less work. Okay. So once we have that, now I'm going to swing this back around. Once we get to this point, you then want to take that same sequence of cues as far as breathing and bracing, and we want to create a pattern that you can repeat over and over and over. The more times that you repeat the pattern, the faster you learn it, the more you don't have to think about all this. And then me saying, remember this, 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 and this just becomes a squat. Because there will come a point where you practice it perfectly enough, and then you just get out of your head and you don't want to overthink, because that'll screw you up too. Okay. So the sequence that we want to create, set up with the bar like you set the bar, right? Squeeze onto it. Get the upper back nice and tight. Get into that drop rib cage position. Brace, hips. Okay? You want to do that with your butt, because once you're here, everything is braced and neutral and lined up. We don't want to go and come out here. Okay? Set, brace, we use hips. Step 1, step 2 to get into squat position. Okay? Once we're here, we go through that same sequence that we did just standing, where I want you to grab into the floor with your toes. I want you to twist and rotate out. Rib cage should already be in that drop position. Breath down into the belly, and then from there, you're going to pull that bar across your back like you're trying to bend it. Sorry. Once you have all those things, you just sit back. Okay? The degree to which you sit back and all of that, we'll figure out. But if you've done this correctly, then it should be as simple as sit back and keep driving and screwing the knees in. Where you see a lot of the main form breakdowns with squat, as far as knees caving in, you falling forward, your ass shooting up, and then you're doing a good morning or a stripper squat, those all come from not controlling this properly. So if you can get this locked in and then drop into there, that should all sort itself out. And we'll kind of see how that plays out as everybody actually squats. But what I want you to do is kind of pay attention to the different cues that I'm giving to even the people that are you, because you're going to find something to take away from that. I may tell one person to put their head up, another one to put their head down, one person to go wider, another person to go narrower, one person to bring the bar up in the back, down in the back. It's all relative to each person, but a lot of those same principles are the same, and you'll learn things by watching other people get correct.